Good evening, ma'am.
Okay. Good to have you here. I've never met you before now, and we have not met physically. So before we go right into it, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So before we go right into it, I have heard different things about you, Damola. Some even say that you are Omowomi's brother, you are related to Omowomi, and the rest of it. So can you introduce yourself before we go further?
What's up, please? Can I say something, please?
Okay.
Please, can I just put off my camera? I actually made it like this, so it won't be like, I'm talking under duress or anything. So, can I put off my camera, please?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever works for you. At least they've seen that you're the one behind the camera, so you can put it off now. And go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Yeah.
Moderators.
Good evening, everyone, wherever you're watching from. My name is Anide Habib Damola. I am a friend to the late Mubad of great memories and his associate to his last breath. We've been friends for a very long time before he took his last breath. He's in a perfect place.
Okay, so how are you related to Omowomi?
We are actually not related by blood. We are not related by blood, but we are related by humanity and love and all these things. She's my friend's wife. She's my friend's wife. So I know her through Mubad as his fiancée then, and later on he changed to the wife. So I know her through my friend. My friend's wife.
Okay, some people are saying that your audio is not so good. Guys, is there anything he should do? Could it be your speaker, or maybe you need to increase your vocal? But guys, am I audible enough? Let me know if I am audible enough. I mean, the comments. So is it me or Damola? Okay, they said you are echoing.
I can hear you very well.
Yeah, it's you. They said they can barely hear you. So I don't know if I need to adjust my settings or I need to mute when you're talking because they said it's echoing.
Can you hear well now? Can you hear well now? I'm not on headphone. I'm not on headphone at all.
Okay, so I just tried to mute now, and I saw that it works better when I'm muted. So what we would do is, Damola, maybe you would have to mute when I'm talking, then when you're talking, I mute.
All right. No problem with that. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so I'll take the question again, and we just want you to introduce yourself first and your relationship with Omowomi. So I would mute now.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Anide Habib Damola. I was a friend to the late Mubad till he took his last breath. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And my relationship with me is we are not related by blood. We are just related to flesh and humanity and love. So she's my wife. She's my friend's wife. She's the mother of my friend's child. So just does this. We are not related by blood, but related by love and humanity and love.
Oh, wow. So what we were hearing on the street of social media was that Momo Ome is your sister, that you are the only brother, and all of that. So thank you for clarifying that. And yes, before we go further as well, recently there was something ongoing between you and former actor Yomi Fabiyi. And it was all over social media that you contacted him and the rest of it. I would want you to let us know, do you know Yomi Fabiyi? Have you met him before? What is the relationship between both of you and the rest of it?
Yeah, the thing is, I've never met Yomi Fabiyi before. I've never even had his name before in my life. It was after Mohbad's death. Or anything. I don't know him from Adam. We've never talked. We've never had anything to do with each other. We never got in touch. I don't know anyone that knows him.
Okay, so how did you get to connect with Yomi Fabiyi then, if you didn't know him before all of the incidents? What brought you guys together?
Those together was that the thing is, he do come on social media then. Whosoever has this also video that would aid his investigation, that this person killed this person, that they are going to give the person money, 15,000.
Use either Damola, use either on a live or why?
All right, man. So then I used to see all those things, and I was actually catching clues because people know me on TikTok then. That I was all over TikTok, always catching clues, always laughing with things like that, because all those things are lies. So I actually entered his DM, not using my own personal TikTok. I used Adura's personal TikTok. And can I just pause and say something real quick? I am using this medium to say sorry to Omowumi, Adura, and his mother for all the headaches and everything I've caused them, all the backlash, all the back and forth I've caused them on social media. I am really sorry for my actions, and I really hope they forgive me from the depth of their hearts. I am really sorry. I meant no harm to any of them because we've shared something that is love and everything. I meant no harm to them. I am really sorry. So,
yeah. Actually, that apology would come maybe after the end of the life, because as a matter of fact, you do owe all of us an apology, because the incident did set us way back, and the reason why we having all this back and forth with 3 seconds and everything is because of that adventure or misadventure. So
what are you talking about?
yes, so we will get to that. And can you mute? Also, I want to point out that whatever we're discussing here, we will not touch on the matter that is already in court, okay? So, and to the best of my knowledge and understanding, whatever that is related to Mohbad's passing is not what you are in court for, right?
Yes, sure. What I'm in court for is not anything related to Mohbad's passing.
Okay, good. So we are going to streamline our conversation and topic around Mohbad's passing and your involvement and how Yomi was able to, wrap this around you. So you were saying something about how you got in touch with Yomi before now.
I'll continue, please. So the thing is, then I chatted him up using Adora's TikTok accounts because there was this phone I got from him. I bought it from him. I added money to my then iPhone 11 Pro Max 350,000. There's evidence of payment and all these things. So being his elder brother's friend, he trusted me with this thing. He didn't put out his iCloud. He said he's going to get all the stuffs back on the phone. I shouldn't delete it. So me going through the phone later on, I saw an old video on the phone the video in question is an old video that was made in.
We are going to come to that video. I just quickly want you to tell us how you get your involvement with the former actor Yomi Fabiyi. Did he contacted you? Were you the one who contacted him? And the reason why you did that? Then we can go into the video thereafter.
All right. I was the one that sent him a message. Then I have something to give him that he should give me money, blah blah blah. That he should give me 3 million. I sent him a Bitcoin, this thing, and immediately he went on live to start talking about it. That it was Adura. That Adura wanted to confess, blah blah blah. So Adura called me to his apartment. Then so I went and I was taken to the police station, Soguto Duo Gombo. So there I was detained and transferred to Lagos State Command in Ikeja. So from there, the case was.
Let's take it question by question basis. So you have clarified the fact that you didn't know Yomi before you contacted him, and you have also mentioned why you reached out to him. So next, I am curious now. Were you truly going to collect money from Yomi if he had given you the money?
If he had given me the money, I am surely coming out on social media to come and molest him. From the money he got from all this begging and all these things that he paid for his business.
Okay, so I get it. You were just like pranking. That's what you were doing at that moment.
Yeah, because then people know me. I just come on social media and come and joke with everything and laugh at him.
Okay.
And he knows as well.
Okay, so at the point where you saw that it was going messy online, did you try to reach out back to the former actor to tell him, no, there was a mix-up, or you were just pranking? Did you try to reach out to him?
I wasn't able to reach out to him because I was being detained. But when he heard that he came to the police command then. And when he came, the police people, they showed him evidence that I was the one that chatted with him using Adura's TikTok. No Adura. But still yet, he didn't believe. He was even telling me, he was winking to me that he lied. Adura.
Winking?
Yes, he can never deny it. He was winking to me that I should lie on a floor that was Adura. I said, no, I'd rather take a fall for what I did that brings someone down with it. And they showed him the evidence that is me that the thing was on my phone. All the evidence of login was on my phone. They showed him everything, but still yet, he did not believe. He kept saying he's Adura. After all the evidence have been shown to him that he's Damola. So from there, the case was charged to court, and the case is still on. We've been to five sittings so far.
Okay, so we would not talk about what transpired in court. And we saw online that you were picked up for this matter, maybe like twice or thrice. In total, how many times have you been picked up over this matter?
I've been picked up twice by the unknown Yomi Fabiyi, I'm picked up twice by him, using the police to chastise me everywhere whenever I come to the court. The first time I was arrested by him was March 19th. March 19th, when I went to the court at the magistrate court, Odba, Ikeja, Lagos. So when the court seated for the case and it was passed over to the next adjournment, I was living in a car. I was living in a car. Suddenly, I was ambushed by two men. I even thought the two people are police. Later on, I got to know they are his friends, they are his hoodlums, they are his co-beggars. So they took me out of the vehicle, and one of my brothers was there to take the vehicle. I have to drop the vehicle to somewhere. They took me out of the vehicle and say, yeah, from zone 2, this thing, zone 2, I am arrested for investigation. I followed them to one Elox that was parked nearby. So we stayed for a while, and later on, like 30 minutes or 1 hour, they came that we should start going, that they have arrested Adura as well. Adura is trying to run away in an Uber, that they have arrested him as well. So that was when we drove to Zone 2, Onikon. And when I got there, immediately I told them, please, I need to talk to my lawyer first. They denied my access to my lawyer, that I should write the statement first, that they will give me the phone to call my lawyer, that I should write it. And the first thing I wrote after the police, this thing that you write, that I and India Habib are being the first thing I wanted to write was, this case is already in Magistrate Court 14, Old by Ikeja. But they told me I shouldn't put it there.
Hold on. This narration now, is it for the first arrest or the second one?
For the first arrest in Lagos. So that March 19, I told them this case is already in Magistrate Court Odba. I told them, but they said I shouldn't put it. I should just put how I chatted Yomi. And I wrote everything. I wrote from the first station, that was Songote Gombo, to the state command, that was Ikeja, Lagos State Police Command. I wrote the same thing, words for words. And what do I know about Mohbad's death? I said, I know nothing about it. Was I in the house? I said, nothing I know. Nothing I know about it. And they did the same to Adura too. They deny us access to our lawyer. And they had us detained. For days, for 2 days or so. They had us detained before we were actually billed. And when we were billed, they asked us to stay behind, and we should come back the second day or third day, or Monday. They transferred the case back to Panti. So when we got to Panti, they said the unknown Yomi fabiyi wanted them to detain us in that Panti as well. But thank God the Panti policemen are wise enough to say they are going to maintain status quo. That since we have been billed already, there will be nothing like detention again from their side since I have been billed. So it was spent and all these things, we had to go. And later on, I got to see online that you're saying we compromised the police at the Zone 2. And I don't know why people don't still believe him, because he was the one that took us to the Zone 2. And yet he's saying we've paid them off, blah, 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 we've paid them, we compromised them. So the second arrest happened on October 13, 2025, that's this year.
Before we go into that, you have answered that you were arrested twice or picked up twice. That's from the former actor. Was there any rift between you and Adura? Did Adura... you did mention that earlier that Adura invited you and you were picked up. So that's the matter in court at the moment, right? The matter between you and Adura is the one currently in court. Oops. I guess that the network took Damola off I would expect his request to come back. Guys, please, let's keep tapping. Sorry, those sending requests, I'm not bringing anybody up at the moment until Damola is done. Let's just keep tapping, please. I think his signal is not so... It's just rolling over here. Oh. Well, I don't know. I'm muted, guys. Yes, I'm aware that I'm muted. I was on a call. I don't know what's going on with the network, but it's a lie. It's a lie. Damola will speak his truth. Damola, if your network is bad, maybe I should call you on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll see if I would ring Damola, okay? So I'm just trying to ask for Damola's number. So as you can see, I've never spoken with Damola before. So this is not pre-arranged. And I think it's generally his network. Because I have sent him message on WhatsApp. And he didn't even deliver yet. So it shows that maybe his network is turned, his Wi-Fi or data is turned off. thank you guys for tapping. Let's just continue to tap while we'll try to get Damola back. And if there are reasonable questions that you want me to ask him, if there are reasonable questions you want me to ask him, you can leave that here. Is that him? I think his network completely left him because he's not here yet. Neither is his messages delivering. Yeah, who can reach Damola for us? Maybe he ran out of data or something. Oh my God, anyways, so while at it, so far, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm seeing 5 requests, and he's not here. Human feelings. I can't see your comment yet. Okay, I've seen you. Okay. Okay. So human feelings. Yay! Finally, I just got how to make you a moderator. So you are now a moderator. Okay, Damola is back. We rebuke the spirit of network failure. Welcome back, Damola.
Oh, thank you, ma. It was network that took me off.
Yes, we guessed as much. I've even tried to send you messages on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yes. So, where were we before the network yanked you off? So you were telling us of how you got picked up, and I was clarifying the part that, okay, before you go into the second pickup, I was asking if Adura, if there was a pickup, if Adura reported the matter, and then I remember that you had mentioned that in the beginning of the interview that Adura actually invited you over and you were picked up. So that's the matter in court, right?
Yes, that's the matter that's in court.
Okay. Is Yomi Fabiyi also included in the matter in court?
He's not included in the case, but he's trying to push himself in because there was this day he came to the court and he stood up like he's a witness in this case, he's the owner of this case, but my lawyer yanked him off there.
Okay, so we would not talk about the matter that is in court. So we go back to why you contacted him. You've mentioned that. Some people said, yes, you asked for money, you collected money. How much did Yomi Fabiyi paid to you?
To pay 3 million naira. I didn't collect, he did not send anything to me. I didn't take the time from me. Even when he arrested me, he came to me and said, shoot jail, like, have you eaten? That is that you have money to buy food. I say no, I don't want. So that you know I just got that collected maybe 2,000 naira from you. I don't want. So I never collected any time from you.
Okay. So that is also cleared. There was no money exchanged, and you mentioned earlier that it was just a prank, like you were just cruising. Before we still go into the second pickup, really, some are saying that I have a question here, like, why did it take you so long to speak up? Were you considering any offer coming from Yomi? And also, did he made you any offer, or did he try to, other than offering you food, did he try to cut you?
The first offer I would say he made was when he came to the state command in Lagos, when he was winking at me to say it's Adura that chatted him, not me. That was what he did then. And after then, me and him never got in touch or messaged me or anything. Nothing of such between me and him.
You know, ordinarily, he winks a lot. Like, one of his persons actually...
I am a Yoruba boy. He's staunch Ibadan boy. So I know when someone winks naturally and when someone winks to just give you signs. I know.
Some people have asked, like, why did it take you this long before you come out with your own side of the story, with the apology? Why did it take you this long?
Dennis, to be very honest, I was very ashamed of my wrongdoings and my act. I was very ashamed. So well that even when we got to the court, this second hearing, I couldn't look at Adura's face and his mom because of the problems I put them. I couldn't look them in the eyes. And when I actually called Mommy Adura, I was begging her, just like, Mommy, please, I'm sorry for putting you and your son through issues. Please, I'm very sorry. I was begging all through. She was saying, do you see what you cause Adura now? I thought I used to stay on his own, that I do works alone, all these things. So I told her, I'm very sorry, ma. I am very sorry, please. I'm very sorry. Then I was just ashamed to come out and say things I know. And I was thinking the police will even got everything sorted because they knew the truth already. Not knowing this unknown Yomi fabiyi have another devilish plan to execute.
Okay. So, we would go into the second pickup. And yes, just before we go into that, you said that the first time you were picked up, that the people who picked you up were initially, when they took you into a vehicle, were not uniformed men. How are you sure of this? They didn't show you their tag, or how did you come up about that?
Firstly, they have shown me an ID card that we are from so police station, you are under arrest. And secondly, after we were arrested and taken to the zone 2, so I saw the men, the two people, I saw them sitting on a bench. So I asked one of the police that, is he one of you guys? They said no, that he came with Yomi. And I used to see them together. I used to see that man in his videos. I used to see them together. That man has one head like this. He has white beards. He used to be with him.
All right, thank you for that clarification. So we'll go into the second pickup. You know, for some reasons, I just don't want to, keep referring to it as arrest. So that's why I keep using pickup. So, and the whatever went down in Abuja, I really do not want you to go into details about Abuja, but tell us exactly how how it all happened from Lagos. You don't, I mean, when I say don't talk about Abuja, I mean, you don't have to talk about things that transpired with the police in Abuja, but tell us how you got to, how it all happened from Lagos to Abuja, and we'll take it from there. Hey, Paita, you're welcome.
On the 13th of October this year, hello, can you hear me well? Okay, so on the 13th of October, that was when the case was adjourned to, and after the case was searched by the magistrate, it was adjourned to another date. So when I was leaving, his usual play card, he played it, and I was outside the court. Two men came again, but this time...
Were you outside or inside the court?
Outside. I was outside the court. I was outside the court premises. So this time, two policemen came. They showed me their ID card that the DPO, something like that, wants to see me at Ikeja. There is one at Oba. There is one police station there. I can't remember. Maybe Zone 10 or something. I can't remember the name. And immediately they drove me there. And I saw him making videos. When they were arresting me, I saw him making videos of the arrest. It was on white. It was on white and using a crossback. I saw the unknown Yomi fabiyi there. So when I got to the station, I was delayed. I told them I want to call my lawyer. They didn't give me my phones. I told them I want to call my lawyer because my lawyer is still around in the court premises then. But it wasn't with me when I was arrested. They denied me access to my phone. And they did not allow me to write any statement or anything. I was just handcuffed and put in one room. So after then, I was detained. I was detained in that cell. In the cell, they were saying first thing tomorrow morning that is an order from IG and they should keep me here like a criminal. They said first thing tomorrow morning 5 a.m. they are taking me to Abuja. They are taking me to Abuja. So 5 a.m. the next morning, immediately I finished praying. I was hoping they will come as well, and they came. One man and one woman. They came and took me in an Uber. I was handcuffed to the back. And I even told the man that came to arrest me that, sir, I don't know whatever you have been told. Or maybe they told you maybe they already told you that you are coming to arrest Saddam Hussein. But you are seeing me for the very first time. I am not trying to run away. I am not having any strong voice. I greeted you and you answered. You saw my clothes neat, not like you saw gun in my hand. I am not violent with you. You handcuffed me to the back, and with the handcuff tight, he said, shut up. I will not be the one to tell him his job. So I followed them in the Uber. And when we were in the Uber, the driver was driving into potholes and everything that the handcuff got tied to my hand. I was even begging that, please, one of my arm has been dislocated since the clinic. They were now asking me, were you playing, but were you clinic? I was not having it. So there they were asking me, do you know where Yomi is? That we will just drop you and we'll go and pick up Yomi. I said, I don't know. I don't know where anybody is. And when we got to the airport, they did not even have the warrant of arrest. Because if there is warrant of arrest, the airport officials will not ask them for my ID card. They will just take it like that is an arrest. So we just had to call. And fortunately, they got someone to call. But they took off the handcuff. They said, I played well with them, that I did not give them issues. They took off the handcuff. And when we got to inside the plane, I saw the unknown Yomi fabiyi still making videos. I did not see anything. Indeed. So when we got to Abuja...
So, sorry, before you go on, when you were picked up in Lagos, did you see the former actor then? When you were being picked up?
Yeah, he came.
Because he went live and...
When I was being picked, he was there when he was making video. He wore a white native dress and it was on a cloth bag. Something like that. I saw him clearly. Very clearly. Even when I was arrested to that station, he came later in the evening and said, like have I eaten? He brought out 500 naira notes and gave one of the police boys to buy food for me. I said no, that I'm not eating. I should not worry about it. Make it not be say he go call later, say I collected money from him to shop or something like that. So he cannot deny everything I'm saying on this life. He can never. If he thinks I'm lying, he should bring one of his minions. He should bring one of his dwarfs, one of his unfortunate days. Metomi and Korede, Abi Korelo, Abi whatever I call them. He should bring them to swear by God of thunder. So let's do it like that. If it's sure for him.
Okay, so and that was how you got to Abuja. Like I said, I don't want this to center too much on Abuja. I mean, you got to Abuja. Were you told why you were picked up or why you were there?
No, ma. When I got to Abuja, when they took me to the FCID homicide section, I asked the man, like, homicide, like, which homicide? They said, Mohbad's passing away. I entered, and they showed me petitions. Like, do you know who wrote this petition? They showed me everything. I told the man, like, I told the police officer, like, okay, if this petition is coming from the federal government of Nigeria to me, I can say it's scam. But a particular non-governmental organization, what if the particular non-governmental organization has a beef with me and is trying to use power to make me pay for it? They said, that is why the police are there to investigate everything. They told me to write statement. The same thing they did at Zone 2 when I wanted to start with the case is already in court 14, magistrate court owned by Ikeja. They told me not to write it, but eventually I have strong head. I still wrote it at the end of the statement. I even mentioned the magistrate's name. I even wrote the case number.
Okay. So yeah, that's it for Abuja. I mean, eventually the process went and you got billed and we're here.
Can I say something, please?
Okay.
He talks about me being underground or transferred to Damola prison. Never. That never happened. I wasn't tortured. I wasn't tortured. I was confessing to Kinikan. I even told them the father of Liam. Nah, I wasn't doing all of that. Even they asked me to drop numbers of people. I should give them Wumi's address. I said no, I don't know anything about it.
Temi, come and teach me how to clap. The Nigerian police were very civil. There was no torturing. Because it is against the Human Rights Act, really. You cannot torture. So we were shocked when we were hearing such reports.
And I said something, and after all, they called me out, and I was surrounded by like 4 policemen. They were saying, who among us is having sex with Wumi? Who is the father of Liam? I said, no, that is not happening. That never happened. They said, who is the father of Liam? I said, my friend. Aloba promised Mohbad. He is the father of Liam. They returned me back to the cell.
Okay, yes, thank you for that clarity. I mean, because the way the report we were getting out here was that the police, they have done so many inhuman things to you and that you were saying certain things. And, well, we were all waiting because, I mean, whatever you say, you would have to, like, corroborate it, show evidence. So we're glad to know that...
Excuse me, there is a phrase in the law that said, he who asserts must prove. He who asserts must prove. Whatever he says that I've confessed, I've do this, I've do that, he used to have evidence to everything. He should just come up and put it out on the social media, just for everyone to see that, okay, you have confessed, though, I've confessed true. He has no evidence to that. He has no evidence to that, and I didn't confess anything. I didn't talk to the police about anything. They were asking me dumb questions, but I wasn't giving them the answers they wanted because I don't have the answers they wanted.
Okay, so thank you for clarifying that. You know, because if there is one thing we have been, talking about in our campaigns and all of that, we've been talking about due process. And one of the things that was worrisome was the way and manner. I wish Pythagoras was here, but I think he left. Okay, he's back. So it was really a worry because we're looking at the manner of arrests and the so-called inhuman treatments, because we hear things from some of this platform. So thank you for clarifying that at least the Nigerian police didn't act like these people are trying to portray the police. So thank you for that. There's another question again, but Pythagoras, you do have a question for Damola, right?
Hello, British. Good afternoon. Damola, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty fine, sir. I'm doing pretty well, man. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I might be switching our GI a little bit now. So first, just so out of curiosity, what were you charged with in Lagos State?
Thank you so much. I was charged with obtaining money with false clinic
Obtaining under false pretense?
Yes, obtaining money under false pretense and impersonation, cybercrime. That was what I was charged with when the case came up. That was what I was charged with. It was later on when the unknown Yomi fabiyi entered that they started putting conspiracy to murder and murder.
No, was that one part of the charge the Lagos State filed against you? No, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was just obtaining money with false pretense.
All those ones are just narratives online by Yomi fabiyi.
Yes.
Okay, good. So for the Abuja, did you see the petition he wrote against you in Abuja?
I saw it. He said.
So what was he alleging there?
The petitioner, he said, I am holding evidence to the homicide that happened in Royal Pine Estate that led to the passing of Mohbad. He did not even mention that I want to defraud him or anything. He just said I'm holding evidence that will aid the government, and he said the so-called video was aimed to be released 2027, 2026, so that it will spoil the government of the president.
Okay, good. So I asked that so that because the next question, so that we are sure we're not talking about any matter currently. So there's no. Okay, there's no charge at all whatsoever against you in the court for conspiracy to murder or manslaughter or anything in Lagos, right?
Not at all. It's just obtaining money with false pretense, cybercrime, impersonation. Yeah.
Okay, so let's now go into it. So this 3 seconds video, what is it all about?
The 3 seconds video that he's talking about, I actually met it on the phone I bought from Adura. Then, so the phone was passed through Mohbad. Mohbad was the one using the phone before. So he passed the phone to his wife, that's Omowumi. And later on, Omowumi gave Adura the phone. That was before Mohbad died. So the content of the video was the woman being meant to quarrel, woman being meant to argue, talkers of couples. So it was in our previous house that Abiola caught 3, Osapa, London, Lekki. So Omowumi was having an issue with Mohbad friend then, Zomo. Seems that one disrespected or something, because I wasn't at home. I wasn't at home then. I don't know where I went, but I wasn't at home. So seems the guy disrespected her and she's dragging a small traveling bag to leave the room. And that guy was blocking her not to leave. And Mohbad was recording with the iPhone 13. She was actually shouting at the guy, like, let me go, let me just leave this room. Kineko, let me just leave. And the video was no longer, the video is not 10 seconds or so, because it was a short video. And even when I wanted to send it to Yomi, I had to send 3 seconds and upload it so that I will believe my narrative. And it wasn't with the quarreling, the argument in the video wasn't with Mohbad and his wife, it was with Omowumi and Zomo. And the thing is, when we were at the station and I narrated the thing to the police officer, they said, okay, they called Yomi and I narrated to him as well. They showed him the video and he saw it. And I told him, this is our previous apartment. Yomi used to say the video is 10 minutes. I said, how do you know the video is 10 minutes? Have you seen it? I said the video is 10 seconds. The one on my phone, and the police did phone forensic. They collected the phone from me and did phone forensic. The phone is still with them. I showed them everything. But when he always talk, he will say, Zomo is present in the video. I said, okay. So now you mean Zomo is present in the video? He said, yes. I said, fine. Zomo stopped living with Mohbad, stopped living with us a year ago before Mohbad died. You can ask Zomo yourself. Zomo stopped living with us a year ago before Mohbad died. So if Zomo is present in the video and you confirmed, you really stand on it that Zomo is present in the video, that Zomo told you Omowumi was loading a knife. So you are standing on it that Zomo is present in the video. And Zomo has left our house for a year. So how was that the video that led to the passing of Mohbad? He said, on the burial day, Zomo was there. Bring out the evidence. There is no way Zomo will be at the burial and he will not come to meet us because we were there as well. Bring out the evidence that Zomo was at the burial. He did not say anything. He just based. He had to move out with his beggar association of Nigeria. He had to move out and base. And he didn't come back. So that was just it.
So there was no fisticuff in that video, no fighting, no people throwing blows at each other.
Nothing of sort. The video was made when we were in Abiola Court 3, Osaka, London, and the house Mohbad died in was at Royal Pine, Orchard, Lagos.
So you're saying the video is not longer than 10 seconds?
So, the one on the phone that I saw before I cut the 3 seconds to send to Yomi,
yes,
was no longer than 10 seconds.
Okay, and Yomi saw the full 10-second video. Did they show Yomi the full 10 seconds video on your phone?
They showed him. Yeah, they showed him. They showed him when they did the full forensic, but he never believed still.
Okay, so where's that video now?
The phone is with them. The phone is with the police, and the when I told them at the Abuja that the said phone is at the police command Ikeja, they said they will call for it. And they will call for it as well, that they will do a new forensic on it, that nothing is deleted forever. Whatever you delete on the phone is actually going into one place. So they will get everything.
Okay. So, and all these things you wrote in your statement in Abuja, or did you write any statement in Abuja to even begin with?
Yeah, I wrote statements in Abuja. And all this I wrote there. I wrote all these things with the account number I paid to when I bought phone from Adura, the time and everything. How I how I talked to him to sell the phone for me. I wrote everything, and everything was in accordance with all the statements I've been writing since the case started. No difference at all. And funny enough, the policeman that was in front of me, leading me to write the statements, he made mention of something that was very dumb and crazy. Probably he thought I'm a premises holder or a non-school old certificate holder. He said, when was the first time I saw Mohbad? I told him that when was the first time I saw him in my life? I told him, and he said I should write him. I stated that my first altercation with Mohbad. I was like, altercation? He said yes. I said no. Altercation means fight. Altercation means fight, argument, and so. But he said I should use it like that. I said no. It should be encounter. It should be encounter. He shall agree for me to put encounter. They tried to manipulate what I'm written in the statement, but I never agreed. That was when they did not agree for me to start with the case is already in magistrate court 14 MK/K/319/2025. They did not allow me, but at the end of the statement, I wrote it there. I wrote the name of the magistrate, Antonio Tedrisu. I wrote everything there.
So, and was Yomi fabiyi present in Abuja during your questioning, or when did you leave, or when did you last see him in Abuja?
He wasn't present when we were coming from the airport. When we landed in Abuja, they first told him that he should come down and go and lodge in one hotel nearby, that he should come by 11 when the guy is in. So he stepped down and went out. Me, I was taking in, and a few hours after then, he came back, and I've already written the statement then. A few hours after then, he came back, and we were interviewed by the CP, ACP, and DCP of that department. That's homicide department. We were interviewed, and he was going on with his lies, saying his lies to them, and I was conversing with the police officer like, okay, me chatting him up with someone's TikTok and all these things, I own up for it. I was the one that chatted with you using these persons, using Adura Aloba's TikTok account. Why are you not succumbing to it? That you want your own opinion? I even told him that he was signaling to me. He denied it there. I told him that he was signaling to me in Panti. He made up his lies there, and I never saw him. I never saw him till I was granted bail. He never came to Abuja again.
Abducted in Lagos State.
I can't hear you well, sir.
Was Yomi fabiyi present when you were accosted or abducted in Lagos?
Present. He was present there. Because I saw him, he was wearing white native, and on a crossback, he was making video and licking his lips. I guess he was on live then. I saw him.
Okay. And you were flown to Abuja, right? Was Yomi fabiyi present in the plane too?
Yeah, he was present. He was present. He just won one hoodie like onions. He was present.
So he was present all through the police operation?
He was present all through the police operation.
Okay, I just wanted to highlight that Yomi fabiyi is now working with the police.
Very obvious.
So the bail you were granted, are there any conditions attached to it that you still have to show up in Abuja and things like that?
No, I was actually granted bail on medical grounds because I got sick. I got sick and I was sprawling on the floor because everything affected me emotionally, everything. Because I was tired. I couldn't eat anything, and I was vomiting. So my bail was granted on. Even after that, after my bail was granted, they did not allow me to leave. They said I should still stay behind, that I should be coming every day. And funniest part, how it sounded like a kidnapping to me was that they said I should not tell anybody, I should not talk to anybody that I have been released. That I should not go on media to say anything. That sounds like a kidnap. That sounds like a kidnapping and threat. So the second day they saw me, they actually said, "Oh, you are not being on media."
Pythagoras, do you want him to continue on the Abuja encounter?
No, what I wanted to get from there is that the bail you were granted. Are you still required to be in Abuja anytime soon? Or is it still ongoing in Abuja or what?
Yeah, I was told they will give me a call if anything comes up. Okay. Yes.
Okay, good. So that British, you can continue.
You know, I'm actually feeling like a host. Temi, where's that other one that I used to like? I'm going to use that one too. Aha. Yes. So, Pythagoras, I think that everything that needs to be asked has been asked, really, except comment section. If you have a thing or two to ask, and if there's anything else Damola wants to say. As for me, I would say that apology, the apology would actually go to everybody, because this actually, the incidents with the camera, 3 seconds, 1 second, 50 seconds, did set us back a great deal. And everybody got scared, even those who knew that it wasn't an evidence, and those who didn't know, those who were not sensible enough to know. Everybody got, they just got in on the frenzy, and they thought that one big secret has been exposed and all of that. So, on behalf of Damola, I also apologize to...
Now, British.
Yeah.
So before we round up, something just came to my mind now.
Okay.
Damola, the message you sent to Yomi fabiyi, the video part of it, I think we've cleared that. You've been able to tell us what the video is all about. So the messages you exchange with him, I don't know if you can tell us what the messages are, the things you told him, the things he told you. We just want to know.
I messaged him starting with Mr. Activist. I can remember Mr. Activist. Then he was on live. I had to enter his live with Adura's same TikTok that check your DM. He said, Adura Mumbo. He said Adura is coming, and he checked his DM, and I told him I have a video that shows where Yomi by Mohbad, where he was pushed by the staircase, following the narrative that him and his minions and his daft followers used to say. That alone is supposed to be clear to him that I am there to make mess of him, make cruise of him, make joke of him. But his gullible mind did not allow him to do that. And I said, okay, send me, I'll collect money for you, send me 3 million naira to get it. He said that's not a big deal, that he even get police protection for me. Using Adura's TikTok. I was using Adura's TikTok. So he thought he was chatting with Adura. That was when he said, we even get the police protection for you, blah, blah, blah. And when I demanded the money, he said, I sent him a Bitcoin wallet that I got from one of my friends in school, old friends in school then. I messaged that one to send me, and I sent it to him. And he said, nah, he's not paying anything till you see that for the video. So I had to go back to my gallery and crop the video to 3 seconds, put the sticker on it, leave the voice on. And I asked for his mail, and I sent it to his mail. And the mail that I sent it was Sharin Shibilia year 2021. And everything I explained to the police. And immediately he got the video, he stopped replying, and he went online to start saying Adura is here to confess what killed his brother, and he's even asking for money, blah, blah, blah. And that was when Adura got to know that the only person that can have access to his TikTok was me. And when he sent me a message that I should come to his house, I already saw this thing on media, like, this thing don't cast already. So I had to delete everything on my phone, log out his TikTok account, log out Adura's TikTok account, so that I could just lie that it's not me that started with Yomi or Kineko. I deleted the video to deleted it from my recently deleted. So that alone gave me the option to go to Adura clean. That I wasn't the one that chatted with Yomi, knowing fully that I was the one that chatted with him. So when I got there, he was there with his brother, with one of our brothers to Darusha, JJ and Co. So we were there, and they took me. They still asked me, like, Damola, I say no. I say no. No, devil will use anybody. So I say no. I was still denying. So when I get to the Songotedo police station too, I was still saying no. So I was detained there that was on Thursday. I was detained there Thursday, Friday, and the case was transferred to Lagos State Command on Monday. It was when we got there that those ones are learned enough to check the phone very well, do forensic, and they saw the evidences, the login and logout notification on the phone. That was when I had to confess that, okay, it's me. I'm very sorry, it's me. And later on in the afternoon, the Yomi came and they showed him everything. They showed him the video, and he was still lying. So the thing is, and he was still lying. He was still telling them it's me, that they need to charge me for an homicide case. Even the police then was very angry with him, that they showed you everything and you are still saying something else. So I was charged to court on December 19th, 2024. I was charged to court. So it was from the court that I was bailed. And the case was first adjourned to January 29, 2025. And it was later adjourned to March 19, 2025. That was when the unknown Yomi fabiyi used to pick me up. And after March 19, 2025, it was still later adjourned to May 14th, 2025. And after that, it was still adjourned to July 21, 2025. And after that, it was adjourned to October 13, 2025. That was when the unknown Yomi fabiyi struck again. So now the case has been
Damola, sorry.
February 16, 2026.
Damola, guys, so Papariano is sending requests. Do you guys want me to pick him up? I'm asking because, maybe there's clarity he wants to seek. I don't believe that he's coming up to come and treat.
Please. Yeah? If you need to bring it up, please let me ask my question and go down. Okay. I don't deal with animals. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. So, guys, let me know your position.
You should drop his questions in the comment section.
Okay, so go ahead.
Damola, sorry. How are you doing? Hey, Damola.
Good evening, ma. I'm fine, ma.
Yeah. So I want you, although you've answered that severally, but I just wanted to clear it. So, Adura actually arrested you and not Yomi Fabiyi in the first?
It was Adura that arrested.
It was not Yomi Fabiyi at all. Oko wa ganu singa to the station.
It was Adura, and he wanted to turn this to his case.
To his
He wanted to
case.
say he's the main complainant in this case.
Ṣé gbogbo ẹni tó rí yẹn sọ pé Yomi ló arrest ẹ ti gbọ́ báyìí? Àdúrà ló ní case. Àdúrà ló arrest Damola nítorí pé ó lo fóònù òun. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá gbóyìnbó jù tó rọ́dà gbóyìnbó ni gbogbo wọn ń sọ ń bíbá látàárọ̀.
Adura is the PW1. PW1.
God bless you. Thank you. That's
PW1
one.
means personal witness 1.
Okay. So Adura ló ní
It means primary witness.
The primary witness. Thank you, sir.
So that is it. Thank you. And Damola, chatting with Yomi Fabiyi, were you asked to do that by anybody or any group of people?
Not at all. Nobody asked me to chat
Did you
with
discuss it with anybody? Do you plan it with anybody at all?
I never discussed it with anybody. Nobody sent me to chat Yomi Fabiyi. I just acted on my own stupidity. Nobody.
All right, thank you, the British. That's my question. Bye, ma. Thank you so much.
Sorry, just a follow-up question to that. Sorry, Damola, I'll put you on the spot now. Just a follow-up question. There are some... In some quarters, we have that you've said some people put you up to this. So, how can you describe that? You said it that, yes, some set of people asked you to do this. How would you react to that?
I never said such. If him and his cohort said, I said, just come up with the evidence. Because you always have evidence to everything he said. You should just come up
that might not be Yomi related now. I'm just asking you a general question. Did you at any point in time, maybe to save your skin, maybe somebody else asked you to do this?
Not at all. Nobody asked me to do it. Even when he was winking to me, I told him I will go down for what I did, not dragging someone in the mud with me. I did it, so let me just face it alone. Other than putting someone
Damola, I think the question is, it might not even be from Yomi. Did anyone ever try to influence you to say that you were put on this, or did you ever have such conversation with anyone?
Nobody. I did not have such conversation with anybody.
Okay.
Nobody at all.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Pythagoras, is there anything else?
I think I've satisfied my own curiosity here.
Okay. Before Lagbaja ask, Damola, there have also been controversy as to where you were the day Mo passed. Were you in the house? If you were, can you run us through the incident of the day? If you weren't, at what point did you join them? That's like 3 questions in one.
British.
Yeah?
Hold on. But that's one of the reasons why I came up, but I would have to take it from the beginning. Okay? Damola, can you hear me? Hello, Damola.
I hear you clearly.
Okay, good. Did you follow them to the show on the 10th of
Yeah, I can hear you
September?
clearly. I can hear you clearly, sir.
I said, did you follow them to the show?
No, I didn't follow them to the show. I didn't follow them to the show. I was at
You live in that house?
going to work.
Oh, you were going
Yes,
to
so I
work. Can you recall when they came back from the show?
They came back from the show around the early hours of Monday. Early hours Monday morning. That was
You were in the house, right?
Yeah, I was in the house. I was sleeping when they were knocking, so I had to rush downstairs to open the door for them.
You were the one that opened the door.
Yeah, I was the one that opened the door.
Did you notice any bleeding from the hand of Mohbad?
Not at all. I did not notice any bleeding. I don't notice anything. And the thing is, when I was just hearing noise like they had a brawl or anything, and me, I thought it was just normal brawl, because whenever we go to shows, the bouncer, the host of the shows, we only want to see who they paid for. They don't care about the rest of the team. So I thought that's just the normal thing that happened. So when I got upstairs, when I went to sleep, he came to my room. He came to the room that the team used to sleep.
When you say he, please mention the name, please.
Mubad came to the room. He came to them and he was telling me, and he was showing me the arm. He raised the arm and he was showing me. I mean, I wasn't having it because I was feeling sleepy, because I work as a marketer then. I used to go to work very early. I just want
You
to
don't need to mention this thing. But wait, did you see blood rushing out?
Not at all. No. Not at all. I did not see any blood rushing out.
What was the mood between Mohbad and Yomi that night? I could still say you said you were sleeping, but was there a form of argument between, or a fight between both of them?
Not at all. Not at all. If there is, I will surely notice. There is nothing of such. I do not hear anything like they are.
Okay, let's fast forward. You said you were going to work the next day, right?
Yeah, yes.
What time do you go to work?
I do go to work very early. I do go to work because then we used to have stuff.
Like what time?
Like to 7. Like to 7 in the morning. Like to 7 in the morning.
Like to 7 in the morning. So when you were leaving the compound, did you notice any vehicle blocking your gate?
I did not notice any vehicle. To be very honest.
Nothing was blocking your gate?
Not at all. To my last day on the grave, on the heart, to my first day inside the grave, I did not notice any vehicle blocking the gate. Because I did been.
Were you there when they were going for the show? Were you there when they were going for the show? Were you there in the house?
That very day, I wasn't in Lagos, but I came to Lagos the evening when they were leaving for the show. So I met them preparing for the show. Mohbad's vehicle has already left, and the ones I met, I even wanted to follow them to the show. But I asked them like, are you guys coming back to the house this night? They say they never know. And I was like, okay, these ones don't have anything to lose if they don't come back home. Now I mean they go work. I had to stay back. So that's it.
Okay. So bottom line is you were not at the event with them.
Yes, I wasn't at the event with them.
And when they came back the following morning, you had you left for work, so you didn't know how things transpired from there.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's enough for the part that you can speak for, because you can't speak for what you don't know about, really. But did you see Mo before you left for work?
No, I did not at all.
What time did you leave for work?
I leave for work very early. I used to leave for work 6:30 to 7. Because of Lagos traffic and so I used to leave for work to 7.
So, I think that would be it. Because
we're not really asking detailed questions. People in the comment section, I'm noticing there's a reason why I was just asking these questions. You can say I'm not on
but
Thursday.
The thing is, he cannot even speak for what he didn't.
He doesn't know.
Yes, because he was not at the show with them, and when they came back, even if he saw them, he had already gone to work very early the following morning. So he cannot really fill in the gap for areas like, okay, what happened at the show, what happened when they were coming back, and the rest of it.
Well, there's something about Yomi that Yomi is always saying that Damola was in that house, the police said this. So that's the reason why I was asking that question, so that people know that Yomi doesn't even know anything about this case. He has no idea about those people in this case. Okay? So Damola, just the last question. At what time of the day, not even at what time, when did you see the corpse of Mohbad? Were you the part of the people that took him from the house to the first hospital, or you were called? I don't want to say anything. I don't want to give you a glimpse of an answer to say, when were you told Mohbad passed? When did you see his corpse? And that is all. That's all.
So I was at work. That afternoon, the afternoon of September 12, 2023. I was at work. So I got a call from one of us. That was Lifestyle, or that I should be going in. That they say something happened to Mohbad. Immediately I packed my bag and I left. And when I got to the first bus stop, that's Eleganza, I stopped. It was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, September 12th. So when I got to the Eleganza, I took a bike. Like, take me to Royal Pine Gate, please. So the first turning to the left going to Royal Pine, I immediately saw Mohbad's car, and there was huge traffic that day. I immediately saw Mohbad's car, and I saw one of us, the photographer, OG. He was on boxers, he was on short alone, no top, no slippers or anything. So I got down from the bike and went to the car. Like, what's going on? I knocked on the window and they rolled down the glass, and I saw Mohbad's lying lifeless. And in the car there was
Damola, let's just pause for there. We only want to know what day it was. Yeah, and you've confirmed that. Don't worry about the details. The court will decide that. Okay?
Please give me 1 minute. Diabetes, thank you for bringing me up. Damola, how are you? My question is that were you still in Abuja when Spendy was arrested? And they didn't meet you there?
I'm sorry, I would not want him to speak about spending because they are two different issues. So he would not be able to speak on someone else's issues.
Okay. So I just want to know if Spendy was also, the lies that Yomi was coming online to lie as if that they were actually picking them one after the other on the same charge. That was why I asked that question. But
no, he cannot even speak for someone. Okay. Yes. All right. So, all right. I think that all that need to be said have been said. And Damola,
I have a lot to say, please. I don't know if you can give me like 10, 15 minutes to say more.
Okay, yeah, before you go on, I would want to help you, to stream what you say. One, especially because you have a matter in court. Do not talk about the case in court. And stay within. Yes, and stay within the confines of what.
I just want to address the lies of the unknown actor.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear you about Yomi, right?
Yes. So everything the unknown actor has been saying so far are nothing but lies. He played on my gentility that I will not come out and talk. I'm sure you never expected this. I'm sure you never expected this. You never expected it. So he played on me and he was saying Robbie plenty things. To the extent that they were asking me who was having sex between us in the house, who was having sex with Yomi, who is Mohbad Liam's father. So he actually put the question through the police to ask me that. So everything he has been saying, nobody sent me to send him message. Nobody. I didn't discuss it with anybody. I did not discuss it with anybody at all. I acted on my own, and I was being transported to Adamawa prison. I'm in underground. Nothing of such. When it's not like I'm Saddam Hussein or Mohammed Gaddafi. Nothing of such happened. I was confessing. I told them the real father of Liam. They should come out with the evidence that I said that to the police. I never talked anything. I never asked them. I never spoke to them about anything related to what I don't know. Because whenever they ask me what I don't know, I don't tell them. I don't know about it. when they went to the show, what happened at the show? I said, I followed them to the show. I no follow them to the show, please. I no follow them to the show at all. So just leave me alone. I've said everything I want to say. And I am actually taking back my word, like what I said earlier. To Omawumi, Adura, and Adura's mom, I am very, very sorry. I am deeply sorry. I am deeply sorry from the depth of my heart for all the headaches, unnecessary drugs, sleepless nights, legal nightmare, and TikTok fracas that I put you through. Please, I am very sorry. And I hope everyone forgives me. I hope everyone forgives me. I hope so from the depth of my heart. I hope so. And it is when I was in the cell, I read something from the word of the cell. He said, it is one bad that you do, that you never do another one again. So I actually learned my lessons and I'm apologizing. I'm very sorry for everything I caused them. So going back to Yomi, he has been lying and collecting money from people.
Damola,
About me.
Damola, before you go on, Pythagoras, if you are there, I have sent you an invite because I want us to discuss on areas of Damola's rights and how Yomi has breached his rights. And hold on. I just want to say this to Pythagoras so that if he's there, he can come up and we can listen to him. Because yes, he did breach your rights, and we could as well know what rights have been breached, and if you want to press charges, how you can go further from there. So Pythagoras, if you are there, please come up. I've sent you an invite.
Yeah, and the thing is, to everyone hearing me, to everyone recording or everything I've said so far on this live, I am not under duress, I am not under influence of anything. Nobody is putting a gun on my head to see everything I'm saying. I am here in Lagos gallivanting, popping on Yomi's head in Lagos here. And there's nothing his dad and his mom will do about it. So it's just a daft being. It's just a daft being. All the lies you have been saying, Damola's this thing, Damola that, everything are lies. He tried. He's actually using the bad I did to paint me well to people. And this is me here apologizing for the bad I did, and I own up to it. I already sent those times whenever I see Adura in the court, I can't look him in the eyes or his mom. That was when I called his mom. I was begging her through the call. I was begging her through that, mommy, I'm very sorry. Please, you are not a bad person to me. Your son self is not a bad person to me. He did not deserve it. Looking at my friend's legacy and all these things, nobody deserves it. And nobody sent me to message anybody. Nobody. I acted on my own based on the narrative the Momo used to say on social media, like whosoever had the video of how he was pushed off the railings and he broke his neck. And I played with that. And had it been he paid that money, I am 100% to me, to God, to my last day on earth. I am coming to media to come and say it like, this Momo, NGO, he did give away. He did give away. I am coming to the media to say it. So that's just a personal response question.
Okay, so like I used to say, I mean, it was just a cruise gone wrong. Because yes, some of us did believe that you were just cruising, but when we started hearing different things, we had to wait to hear from you exactly, because we might thought that you were cruising, and whereas you actually have evidence, like they were saying. So before I go on to Pythagoras, Lagbaja, you asked to be brought back, then Fearless. And please, guys, let's keep it within the things he can speak on. Remember, he has a matter in court, and so far, he has also said that the police didn't maltreat him the way Yomi made us to believe. So we can leave some parts that are not necessary for this discourse. Okay.
Before this month, is I actually from my street mind and my Ibadan mind, I need like 5 minutes. I need like 5 minutes to place Yoruba courses on Yomi.
Before then, just when you be a question, no, so that after that, Yelama fi like Yoruba, Yelama fi Kagba itu. You understand? Okay. All right. So, Lagbaja, what did you want to ask?
Who is saying commercial person? Man, very shaky, I'm a website. No.
You cannot. So,
Kama Bawu, as you leave him to Kama. So he won't leave me for Kama. I'll be Kama again.
Oh, yeah, Lagbaja. Before Lagbaja, Fearless, you want to ask Damola something?
No, I want to actually say something to him. But Mr. Pythagoras law, I know you want to answer sometime, he might be busy. So Mr. Pythagoras law, then I will talk to him.
Because I do have like general legal questions I want to ask.
Yeah, let him answer. Yeah, because
okay, Pytha, are you ready for us?
Yes, I'm here, the British.
Okay, so, I mean, listening to Damola from the beginning of all of this to the point where we are, yes, I do notice that a number of his rights has been breached, right from videoing him, right from trying to create a false narrative around his persons online, you know, right to the extrajudicial process, you know, everything. So what are, like, I know it's Nigeria and things are not as clear as they are here, and that is me trying to be modest. But even at that, because you cannot use one illegality to correct another, so even if Damola did wrong, I am sure that there are things that Yomi has done to breach his rights as well. Because at this point, Yomi's advocacy has crossed beyond advocacy. Of course, definitely not advocacy. It has gone into the realm of victimization. It's gone into defamation. It's gone into breach of his privacy and all of that. So what are the things that you want to talk to us about? And if Damola is here and his lawyers, if there are stuff that he could take up from there.
Yes, thank you, the British. So, basically, in respect to this matter, Damola's issue with Yomi Fabiyi and the police. In short, Damola's fundamental human rights, they've been breached. We don't need to start going into it and mentioning the different rights that have been abused here. Because as per the Constitution of Nigeria, there are some basic fundamental human rights that is protected by the Constitution. For one, is his freedom of movement. That clearly, yes, he has said maybe the police treated him well, maybe it's not, he doesn't want to go into the details of that and all that. But for the mere fact that he was picked up in Lagos. I didn't catch the conversation earlier on. I didn't know if he was shown a warrant or he was just told, oh, we are police, you're under arrest. But I know there will be a lot of procedural missteps there. If not for anything, for the fact that his freedom of movement was curtailed, was limited, and was flown to Abuja, and he was detained without bail, without extension from the courts, to keep him, without any remand order, to keep him more than 48 hours. His right to freedom, his right to movement, freedom of movement, have been breached there. But all this said, the only thing he first needs to do now, I'm sure his lawyer must have advised him, otherwise you still need to speak with your lawyer about that. You need to apply to get that your right protected first. Because with this kind of person we are dealing with, Yomi Fabiyi, we know he's bitter. We know he will always continue to look for ways, and we know he has some evil and bitter people behind him too, who have nothing to do with their lives.
The light that they sent me invitation. The light that they sent me invitation that I was running from them, and I wasn't sent any invitation. They did not send me any invitation.
Yes, they call it. They call it. Yes, it's it's an actual job. An actual job. You do this kind of job when it's not backed by the powers to be, the powers that be. When it's not backed by their own authority, it's an actual job. That's what they do.
That's why they say I should not talk anything on me, that nobody should know that I'm mad. I should just be going my own jail.
Yes, it's an intimidation tactics. They want to intimidate you to silence so that whatever they have done, they will be able to get away with it. Because at the end of the day, what your lawyer needs to push for, if they are still saying they have a case, let them charge the case to court. If they feel there is a case against you. Don't get me wrong, it is normal for anybody to write petition against any other person. It is left to the police authority to investigate the petition and see if there's any criminal element in it.
I remember something now. Going around to say he got lawyer for me. He did not get any lawyer for me. I got my lawyer myself. He did not. I was never in anything with him. He did not get any lawyer for me at all.
Yes, all those ones border on civil matter. You can listen again or analyze whatever he has said regarding you, and if there's any way he has maligned you or he has defamed you, that you can also pick up civilly. But as for the criminal part of it, one thing that is certain is that he is instrumental in the police department, depriving you of your right to freedom, depriving you of your right to human dignity. You don't know the nature and the manner with which you were arrested and transported to Abuja, if it was under humane condition or not. But that, your lawyer can look into that. You can seek redress in court on that. But first, they will want to come back on this. Whose phone is that? They might want to come back and harass you on this again, or you might want to go to another part of the country to procure policemen to come and harass you again. You need to fight for an enforcement and protection of your fundamental human rights as enshrined in the Constitution. So for that, I think that's the first thing you need to discuss with your lawyer if you have not gotten that yet. Then you can now look at any other aspect, your rights or other freedom have been violated. There are also legal steps to take in that regard. Oh, diabetes, take it away.
Yeah, thank you very much. Damola, I hope that you are able to pick one or two things from that, because at this point, I think what is really important for you is to look into where and how your rights have been violated, and to take things up from there. And I saw someone's comments earlier, and that's the problem with some of you guys. You just refuse to be sensible. I did say that you cannot use illegality to correct illegality, and that person was typing that didn't he message Yomi and asked for money. So even at that, does it make it right to get him abducted? Does it make it right when the matter is already subjudiced and you still getting him arrested? Does it make it right to record him and bring it online? Does it make it right to try to change narrative against what he actually did and make it something else? You get, because when we start talking, you lots bring the type of reasoning that has brought us to where we are till this point. Those baseless accusations. That's how we got here to this point. So it doesn't make sense to you who left that comment. It doesn't make sense. All right? Thank you, Pythagoras.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't have any question for Damola. I just wanted, Damola, please read the message I sent to you quickly. Then I just wanted to say something that popped up in your news chat about him going to Washington, D.C. Mr. Lagbaja or Mr. Paita, I don't know if that is going to do phone forensic there or something. I don't know what he's talking about. Please help us enlighten the public and the people on the FYP how that works. Because I know that some of these need to get money. Ma.
I use Apple phone. Even FBI, CIA, they cannot get any information from Apple regarding anybody. That is Apple. Apple, Apple phones. If you have one Apple phone and you are using another Apple phone, if you don't remember your code from another Apple phone, and you want to, ma'am, Chloe.
Sorry. I'm even saying that nobody has anything to hide. So please, if they would even release the whole history of you guys.
No, I'm just saying this just because it's not because Yomi wants to go. Of course, Yomi would like to go.
Anyone can go request for
benevolence. He will go and come back and lie to all these people, and it's fine.
Well, it's okay.
Do you think he's actually doing that? It's just a plot for donation for his flight ticket.
We on this side, you don't have to explain or tell us things, but I'm just saying this, just